If you're trying to lose weight, but you're still cutting carbs, skipping meals, and trying to do as much cardio as possible, it's no wonder why your weight isn't dropping. And you're feeling frustrated because no matter how hard you try, nothing seems to work, and you're not alone. The reality is most people can't lose weight without piling it all back on afterwards. And chances are, you're in the same boat. And the problem isn't that you're not trying hard enough, it's that you're doing things to lose weight that are quietly working against you without you even realizing it. And I'm gonna show you exactly what they are. My name's Dan, and for the last 8 years, I've helped men and women just like you to lose weight, feel great, and keep that weight off for good. Like Sean, who lost 42 kilos, and Jen, who lost 20 pounds in just 12 weeks. And in this video, I'm sharing the 10 things that are completely ruining your weight loss so you can cut them out and start focusing on what will help you ditch that weight for good. But if you want a head start, I've created a free downloadable weight loss guide to show you how to get results like Sean and Jen. I've left the link to download in the description below. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that right now, because I drop videos every Friday to make weight loss that bit less brutal. Now let's get stuck in. Step 1, stop weighing yourself once a week. This is something everyone does for weight loss, and you've no idea how much it's impacting it. And it's not because it's causing you to gain weight, it's because you think you're not losing weight when in fact you are. Let me explain. By weighing yourself once a week, you're leaving out 6 weigh-ins. 6 days where your weight may actually be dropping. And you might just be weighing yourself on the day that, for whatever reason, your weight actually fluctuated upwards. And weight can jump for a whole host of reasons. More carbs, a later dinner, more salt, poor sleep, higher stress. They all show on the scales as undigested food or water weight. Instead, try this. Weigh yourself every single day, and at the end of the week, work out your weekly average. If after 2 weeks you're down a half a kilo to a kilo, perfect. Keep going. If after 2 weeks your average weight stays the same, then and only then drop by 200 or 300 calories and go again. Now, it would help to know the exact calories you need for fat loss, so I've left a link in the description to my own calorie calculator. Just request the calculator, pop in your details, and I'll work out the exact calories you need for weight loss. The next thing you're probably doing that could be impacting your weight loss is going to sound so obvious the minute I tell you, but chances are you're still doing it. Number 2, stop tracking your calories at the end of the day. Here's why that's a problem. Tracking at the end of the day is pointless. If you've gone over your calories, there's nothing you can do. You can't uneat food. You're just sort of stuck with a day over your calories. And if that's happening more than once a week, then no wonder you're not losing weight. Instead, I want you to track every evening for the next day. That way you give yourself a complete meal plan to follow for the next day. You can make sure your protein and calories are bang on, which you can work out with my calorie calculator, which I've linked down below. And all you need to figure out is when you're gonna have those meals. This is the simplest thing you can change that has the biggest impact. But this third step, I know it's gonna catch you off guard, because you've been led to believe this plays such a massive impact in your weight loss, when in reality, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Number 3, the gym does very little for weight loss. First off, I'm not saying you shouldn't go to the gym, because you should. When it comes to building muscle and strength, you do need the gym. I'm just saying for weight loss, it doesn't play that big a role. Let me explain. To lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit, so burn more calories than you take in day to day. You have 168 hours in your week, and say you go to the gym for 3 one-hour sessions every single week. That is only 1.8% of your entire week. And you don't need to be an absolute genius to know that 1.8% is not very big. So even if you're doing the most intense workouts for that full hour, the amount of calories you burn in 1.8% of your week is going to contribute very little to the grand scheme of things. Instead, go to the gym with the intention of building muscle and getting stronger. And then for weight loss, try and increase your activity outside the gym. So set a bigger step target and make it your non-negotiable hit that every single day. Be more active across your entire week will help you burn more calories, and that'll help you lose more weight. Step 4 kind of follows similar guidelines, but it's something that cons so many people out of the weight loss they're looking for. Number 4, HIIT workouts do nothing for fat loss. HIIT doesn't equal fat loss. See, no exercise is good for fat loss. Fat loss comes when you burn more calories than you take in. But you and so many others are wrapped up in the idea of finding the best workout, the best class, or the best cardio for fat loss. And although yes, in 30 minutes of a HIIT workout, you will burn more calories than going for a walk, it's the other 23.5 hours a day that plays that big difference. Again, I'm not saying don't exercise. Please do. Fat loss is cool, but so is being fit and strong. Just don't rely on HIIT workouts to contribute much towards fat loss. What will impact your fat loss is your diet. And this next mistake is something all too common that is ruining people's weight loss efforts every single day. Number 5, stop cutting out all the foods you enjoy. Now, when it comes to weight loss, you would have to give some foods up. Weight loss is hard, and giving things up is one of the contributors that makes that a thing. But all the same, you're gonna go absolutely nuts if you give up every single food you like. Like if I told you, don't think about a big pink elephant, that is all you're thinking about now. So when you cut out foods like chocolate and ice cream, I guarantee a few days later, you'll be balls deep in that family-sized Dairy Milk bar or that tub of Ben & Jerry's. Instead, I want you to do this. 80% of your calories comes from good quality, nutrient-dense foods. Your proteins, lean meats, fruit, veg, you know the jazz. And the remaining 20% of your calories day to day will go to your treats and your snacks. So long as you're staying within your calorie target, you can have calorie-controlled portions of these foods and still see great weight loss. In fact, incorporate these foods more often in small amounts will actually help you lose weight, because you don't crave what you're having regularly. And if your cravings aren't as regular or intense, you have a much greater chance of not overeating overeating and going over your calories. And speaking of sweet treats, if you got a big sweet tooth like me, this next mistake is going to be a gold mine if you stop doing it. Number 6, stop avoiding low calorie drinks. This is just nuts in my opinion. 0 calories, it's literally in the name. Oh, but Dan, they're full of chemicals and artificial sweeteners. Number 1, everything has chemicals in it, that's not a problem. And number 2, you don't need to worry about the sweeteners, and here's why. The main sweetener in these drinks is aspartame. And yes, there have been studies linking aspartame to carcinogenic effects. However, any study that concluded this have been done on rats. And you, if I'm not mistaken, are much larger than a rat. In fact, the average person would have to drink 51 cans of Coke Zero a day to be at risk of any carcinogenic effects. And drinking that much Coke Zero, you'd die of water intoxication before the carcinogenic effects go near you. So long as you're not having 51 cans a day, you're okay. But these drinks are so good for curbing your cravings if they do come up. And for weight loss, avoiding 1,000 calories of chocolate and having a 0 calorie Coke Zero is probably a good idea. So simple fix, get yourself a 12 pack of Coke Zero, pop it in the fridge, and whenever those cravings come about, have a can. Step 7 is what I know is frustrating you the most and may actually have the biggest impact on your weight loss when you fix it. Number 7, stop treating the weekends like they're not going to impact your weight loss. Friday to Sunday accounts for 43% of your week. So you being an angel with your diet Monday to Thursday and then slacking off Friday, Saturday and Sunday just isn't going to cut it. Because when you're not tracking your calories, you are definitely going over. When you haven't got a routine, you're definitely doing less steps and burning less calories. And by the following Monday, the weight you lost from the previous Monday to Thursday is usually right back up. So do this instead. Accept that weight loss is hard and you can't treat weight loss like a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 job. Pre-log your calories for Friday, Saturday and Sunday and be strict on yourself. Plan and walk to hit your step count on the weekend because I guarantee this is what's keeping your weight stuck week after week. And if you want a simple weight loss guide that gives you 5 easy steps to lose your next 10 pounds, click the link in the description and download my free 5-step weight loss guide. Step 8 is a pretty easy fix, so let's knock it on its head. Step 8, stop drinking liquid calories. A full sugar Monster or a full sugar Coke will knock you back 150 to 250 calories. A standard Wacka Flacka Frappuccino from Starbucks has well over 500 calories. And if you're dieting less than 2,000 calories and a quarter calories are coming from coffee, it's gonna make weight loss really, really tough. So instead, do this. Like I said before, opt for 0 calorie drinks. Monster Ultra, Coke Zero, you know the gist. And if you're getting a coffee, have a regular coffee with low fat milk. A skinny latte or cappuccino sets you back 90 to 100 calories, which will make weight loss way easier than a 500 calorie orange mocha frappuccino. Now, coming into our last 2 steps, these might give you a little bit of a shock. Number 9, stop eating too little calories. Now, it's not a case of eating too little calories will cause you to gain weight. It's like saying being underwater for too long will make you dry. Obviously, to lose weight, you've got to eat fewer calories day to day. But when you go crazy low, that's when things get a bit messy. When your calories are too low, you start overeating and your cravings go through the roof. You might think you're gaining weight eating too little calories, but number 1, that's impossible. And number 2, you're simply eating more calories than you realize. You might be tracking 800 calories, but you're probably eating over 2,000. So my advice is super simple. I've said it before, but click the link below and use my calorie calculator. It'll take you less than 30 seconds, but it'll give you an exact and realistic calorie target that'll have you lose weight and give you enough wiggle room to include treats and snacks and foods you actually enjoy. Now we're 9 steps in, we got 1 more to go, and if you haven't already, make sure you drop the video a like, because step 10 ties us all together. Step 10, don't expect weight loss to be easy. Weight loss is hard. You'll lose motivation. You will get hungry sometimes. You will feel like giving up, and you will want to sack it off and get 3 takeaway pizzas during the week. The issue isn't that it's too hard, it's that you've been told you could make it easy. You've got coaches online trying to sell you their thing, and to do that, they tell you that their thing makes weight loss so much easier for you. So you buy into it, you get into their program, and you realize this is still really, really hard. And you just think this must not be the program for me. So the best thing for you to do going into your next fat loss phase is expect it to be hard. Accept you have to give some things up and be a little hungrier from time to time. And if you feel that might be rough, working with a coach that understands that might be your best bet. And if you found these 10 steps eye-opening and you want to work with a coach who's helped hundreds of men and women just like you get in the shape of their lives in a realistic way that you can maintain for life, then click the 3rd link in the description below and fill out my coaching application form. And I'll be in touch to explain how it all works and how it can help you. And that's it. And I'm sure across this video, I'm sure you've spotted a few things you've been doing that's made your weight loss a bit harder than it needs to be. The good news is now you can actually do something about it. Take this advice, make those changes, and start seeing the results you've been after for far too bloody long. And if you want to hit the ground running, my free calorie calculator in the description below is the best place to start. I'll tell you the exact calories you need to be eating so you're not guessing. Links down below, it'll take you 30 seconds. And if you want a little more of me, I post content like this on Instagram every single day to make your weight loss a little less brutal. Links in the description, make sure you give me a follow. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe, because I drop videos every Friday to make your weight loss a little bit less confusing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.